So, good afternoon guys, this is Gareth from Burning Gas Hauling Ass. And today's vlog, or moto vlog, is a terminology I'm learning about, is back on the seat of the Night Road Special. I've got both perspectives on today, so I've got a couple of cameras bolted on to give you a different view of the bike. And today's main video actually is just me out here testing out the microphone that I've just purchased, because as I've explained in the last couple of videos, I'm all kind of fairly new to this moto vlogging, so I thought I'd just take the opportunity to basically go through how I've kind of set up my equipment and like what the reasons why and why I got into it. So let's get into this. So like I mentioned before when I was doing the Night Road vlog about like the modifications on the bike, that I decided that I think I was going to start documenting my trials and tribulations of motorcycle ownership, especially when it came to owning the Harley Davidsons. So what's happened is I decided, well, I have a couple of GoPros kicking about. Been using them for personal use for years, using them for film holidays, vacation, everything, and decided, well, I might start putting them to this kind of use, because it's something I've always been quite interested in. So I got GoPros, got them together, looked up a few videos on YouTube and said, I'll give this a try. So I got the cameras together and then had to start looking into getting the right mount. So for the angle that you can actually see this one at, on my vision, is the chin mount that I've had to purchase, so you can get the POV angle from me riding the bike. Had to purchase another case for the GoPro and a microphone adapter for that one, so you guys can hear me yabber on. The other one is the other GoPro that we had that is now strapped onto the 8 hangers on my motorbike. Now most of the vlogs that I've done, and seen, a lot of the angles aren't really filmed from 8 hangers, they're filmed from a lot lower down, so the angle that everybody sees is your chin, or in my case chins and a beard, and not this kind of direct on view. So I thought, well, I'm going to give it a try, see how it looks, and during this little video I'll flip the video footage around. You can actually see like how it looks, basically almost like dead on. So the microphone, I got it off Amazon. I got one of those purple panda microphones that everybody jumps on about, especially when looking at other motovlogs and vlogs and stuff. So I thought, right, well, what I'll do, I'll give it a try and see how we get on. My biggest issue is the fact that I have a really, really deep voice. Like, it's obviously I've had it forever, and every time I stick it onto the computer goes, I'm topping it out all the time on the equalizer. So I'm trying to see, like, a change in the microphone and a change of different settings, see if it actually does help. So other parts of this little run today, as I say, is the microphone and testing out the other GoPro, basically cameras, and the other features that I actually I've bought. So what I'd like to do is, if anybody is watching this and new to motovlogging like myself, and you're trying to get into it and you're a little bit confused like I was, feel free to click on the links below, because I provide all the links to all the equipment, where I bought it from, the right ones to get, because the original handlebar grip mounting that I bought for basically bikes in general, so it covers mountain bikes, push bikes, road going bikes, not just motorbikes, was actually too small, because the actual thickness gauge of my 8 hangers are 2 inch. So I had to get the bigger one, which is actually built to actually go on the frame, 8 hanger problems. And So that is pretty, like, hard to get that one. And then this cage that you can probably see if I flick to this one in the video, is I had to get the right one that came with the case and the mount to put the microphone adapter, so then you can plug in the microphone and start recording all your weird and wonderful conversations that you'll have on the road. I have weird and wonderful conversations on the road, and most of them are with myself in regards to what I'm going to have for dinner this evening and what you think my wife would say if I took her bike out for a run without her knowing. Well, going to those days, because if I'm going to do this moto vlogging, she's going to catch me every time. So it's going to be borrow the bike and return it with a tank of fuel and potentially dinner every time I take out the Softail. Yeah. Okay. So apart from that, guys, I am just strolling through Falkirk. Luckily on my bike, I'm going to go for the coffee run. It's getting a bit fresh out here, a bit colder now. I think the temperature was showing just before I left about 7 degrees, so I do have about 3 layers on. It can sometimes make the bike feel a bit more uncomfortable to ride, not as pleasant anymore, you know. It's I enjoy riding my bike no matter what, but when it starts getting cold, and then it starts getting cold and wet, and then you get the cross winds, you know yourself. We live in a cold climate. Anybody who's watching this from the Central Belt, you'll totally understand where I'm coming from. Up here it does get a little bit, starts to get a little bit grinding on the old nerves when you're obviously a motorcycle enthusiast and you want to go out, where the weather's always the thing that restricts you. So I'll take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who has recently subscribed to my channel. It's mostly appreciated, well, it's all appreciated, shall I say. Please do the YouTubery as the other stains are all going. Please subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, do that thing. I will provide all the links to that information on the GoPro attachments that you can see and what I've discussed, and even the microphone. And anybody who's new to the game, new to the moto vlogging, hey, feel free to send me a link, videos, anything you like to do to help me out, and I'll share information that I've managed to gain up over the last few weeks. And just putting it all together, it is a whole new world if you're into it. But yeah, something I'm really enjoying, and I'm really enjoying sharing this information with you guys. So yeah, hopefully all is well. Take care, ride safe, keep the tyres down, and catch you later.